Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today, guys, we are having a look at a work in progress core. This is the SEGA STV core. And guys, this is something I don't know heaps about, but I like the SEGA Saturn, and apparently this is arcade hardware that's very, very similar to the Saturn. Now, I had a quick Google search on this, and I thought to myself, okay, let me give it a read. And what are the advantages? So if you've got the same game on the Saturn, and then you've got that game as an arcade game, I guess one of the advantages would be that there's no loading, or the loading times are a lot less because it's not running off a CD, it's running off like hardware, maybe something like a cartridge. Don't completely quote me on this. But yeah, I wanted to check it out, and that's what we're doing now. So this is a work in progress core by developer Electron Ash. He's currently making it. Now, I tried their version of the core. Now, I kind of got Cotton working. I couldn't get anything else working. I think this is Cotton Boomerang, and it kind of ran for me, but like some of the inputs are missing. So you can't press the start button, you can't start the game. So I kind of got it working, but I didn't get that far in the game. You're going to see a screen come up in a second. It's going to say success, and then it doesn't quite go into the intro. But what we'll do is we'll have a look at my friend's channel, Chris's Retro Gaming. You may know him better as Terminator 2K2. He's one of the guys that helped me with this. Also, a big shout out to Big Al and Funky Coachice for always being super helpful. But I wanted to get this out there because it's just super interesting seeing this stuff. Here we go, success. So I got super happy. I was like, I'm going to be playing some STV arcade version of Cotton Boomerang, but this is kind of like where I got. So what you're seeing here is on my MiSTer. It's a single SD RAM version of the MiSTer, and I kind of got a black screen here, and I think while I fidgeted around with buttons, I did get something else before it went into a black screen. Again, it's awesome to see this stuff, guys. Now, I know, remember, I'm not from a tech background, but I always hear people saying that one of the things about the SEGA Saturn is that some of the hardware it uses, it's similar to the hardware used in CPS3. And I love Capcom Play System 3, Capcom CPS3, and it makes me really, really happy. So it'd be amazing if stuff like this can also benefit cores or future cores like CPS3. But this is where I got to when I tried it. And guys, believe me, I spent a good half hour, 40 minutes trying stuff out, but it took me to this black screen. And that's where I got to after multiple attempts. Initially, I couldn't get Cotton working, but this is a very, very work in progress, or even you can say like a proof of concept. But here I am on my buddy's channel, Chris's Retro Gaming, and this is where he got this working. So he ran this on his MiSTer. He actually sorted me out with the version of the code that he's got, but there's always variations. I might have different RAM to him. There might be something different in there. Like we find out with a lot of work in progress cores, especially when the Saturn core was very, very early. Some stuff would work on certain revisions of hardware, some stuff wouldn't. But for Chris and Chris's Retro Gaming, for the whole part, he was able to watch the intro, and we'll get some sound in a second. And I'm pretty sure I've got the levels done kind of right. I don't remember seeing free play there. Maybe I needed to have free play on there, but he's got this. But he, just like me, he hasn't got the input for the start button, so he couldn't go in and play the game. So this kind of works like it coincides with the SEGA Saturn core. Let me just make it full screen there for a second. So it kind of runs together with the SEGA Saturn core. It's in the Saturn folder. When Chris gave me instructions, he was like, this goes in the Saturn. You know, like, I need guidance, and I'm very fortunate to have people that provide me that guidance. And Cotton is a fantastic shmup. It's one of the games that I've really appreciated on the SEGA Saturn. And yeah, guys, it's looking good. So hopefully more progress will be made on this, and at one point we can play all the stuff. What we'll do after this is we're going to go over to one of my favorite websites. It's a website called System 16, where we're going to look at the arcade hardware of the SEGA STV. And okay, so that's that done. Perfect. Let's go down here, guys. Check out Chris's channel. He doesn't post a lot of content, but you know, as far as I know, he's probably the first person on YouTube that got a video out on this. So, oh, that's a different video. Let me like that one, because I like liking Chris's stuff. And if you've not liked my video, then that's truly appreciated. If you hated it, hit that dislike button. I know I can annoy some of you guys. But let's go over to System 16. Here we are. We're looking at STV, and guys, this is a big system. Right, okay, so there's all the spec there. I'll leave a link to this, or I'll leave a link to everything in the description. So anything you're seeing here, you can find links for. Yeah, have a look at this. Have a look at all the technical information there. But what's really cool here is what we're looking at here is the list of games. So there's 7 pages of games, guys. It'll be a massive video if I go over all of them like over a long period, but we'll have a look at some of them. Some of those we would have played on the SEGA Saturn core. Okay, so let's start. All Japan Pro Wrestling featuring Virtua. Not really familiar with this game. I don't remember playing this on the SEGA Saturn core. Then we've got Aroma Club. Now, what I'm wondering is, are there any games that are exclusive to the arcade hardware, STV, that weren't released for the Saturn? If you can educate me, guys, and let me know what those games are, truly, I will appreciate it. Astra Superstars, that's a game that I've played on the Saturn, and I kind of like it, man. It's like a fighter where you're floating about. And what's really good on the Saturn, it's got like a computer versus computer mode. So when I'm doing live streams, I can take a little break from playing. Baku Animal, brilliant puzzle game. Absolutely love this game. Very, very easy to play and just very, very cool. And I've played that on the Saturn. Batman Forever. This is a janky brawler, but it is janky and fun. Again, good times to be had if we've got the arcade versions of this. We can play many of these on the SEGA Saturn. But yeah, it'll be nice to get this. So big shout out to Electron Ash. Guy's amazing. Does a lot of work, helps a lot of people out. And it's amazing to see the work that, well, he's recently been doing. So Columns 97, Columns is Columns. I'm colorblind, so I avoid that. Cotton 2, a fantastic shmup, guys. If you haven't played this one already, play it on the Saturn core. Just play Cotton 2. It is wicked. One of my favorite games on the system. Cotton Boomerang, what we had a look at, what we couldn't get into game, but hey, proof of concept. You know, it all starts, your journey starts with A, and hopefully one day we'll get to Z. But we need to get to A, we need to go to B, C, D, E, F, G. I do know the rest of the ABC. I'm not gonna recite it out. So Critter Crusher, no idea about this. Haven't really played this. Not sure if it's out for the Saturn or not. Okay, so that's one page done, right? So now we're on page 2. What we got? Going down again. Okay, you know what I will do? Bear with me. Let's just do this. So the next ones we can just kind of go along and they are kind of ready. Right, so this one here, Danchi de Hanafuda. Okay, that looks like a mahjongi puzzly type of game. Oh, hello there. What we got here? Danchi de quiz. And what are we quizzing about? What's the quickest way to undress a nurse in a locker room? I can probably answer that. Dancing Fever. Yep, here we go. Dancing Fever Gold. Decathlete. I've played this on the Saturn, guys. This is a really good game. If you want a fun athletics like decathlon game, play this, especially if you've got friends around. It's really good. It looks good. It plays good. Die Hard Arcade. Yes, we've played this. We've played this a lot on the Saturn. And there was a time where I felt 3D games didn't age well. I think I'm beginning to change my mind now. I'm enjoying looking at 3D games and I'm enjoying playing them. And this is a good brawler. Then we've got iPhone Detective Agency. Haven't really played this. Likely it's out for the Saturn as well. Fantasy Zone. Everyone knows Fantasy Zone. Not exactly sure what these kind of machines are. Whether these are some kind of gacha machines or whatever. So don't take everything here as gospel. Then what we got here, Fighting Dragon, Legend of Ellen Dory. I think I've played this on the Saturn. Yes, I have. It's the one, it's a fighting kind of game where you ride giant dragons, right? What's not to like about that? Here we are on page 3 now, guys. And right, Final Fight Revenge. Guys, this game is awesome. It's terrible and it's awesome at the same time. It's Final Fight, but it's a fighting game. It's got outrageous, crazy special moves. It plays on a 2D plane, but essentially the graphics are like 3D polygons. Funky Head Boxers. Okay, if that is out for the Saturn, I need to try that. That just looks hilarious. Almost looks like you've taken your picture and input it in a game. Kind of reminds me of a fighting game that I used to play on the PS Vita when it first came out. We used to take your picture and you can have that in the game. Right. Golden Axe, the Duel, guys, I really like this game. If you like Golden Axe and you like fighting games, it's a 6-button fighting game, Street Fighter control theme. If you pick like Axe Battler, he's got a fireball, he's got a dragon punch, and he's got, it's not exactly a hurricane kick, but it's a kick using the hurricane kick motion. Groove on Fight, we've got that on the Saturn as well. So it'd be amazing to get all the arcade cores of this. Guardian Force, guys, this is an amazing game. Absolutely love this game. And I have to say that when I tried this on MAME, there was a lot of input lag. I really like playing this game on the SEGA Saturn core. And again, it'll be amazing to get the STV core for our MiSTerFPGA. And then a variation of Columns, right, with Sakura Wars. Karaoke quiz, intro Don, let's play a fellow, Maru Chan Gu, and guys, there's a lot of games on this system. So let's scroll down here again. Okay, so again, a puzzle game here, not familiar with this, and it's called Masuke no Ujama Mogu Rapper. Okay, yeah, so these are like the special type of game. I don't know how these would translate into like an FPGA core in this system. How would we play these on a MiSTer? Not exactly sure, unless you can, I don't know, snack in and get yourself this massive machine, which your significant other may have something to say about. Movie Club, again, not really sure. My Fair Lady, okay, well, hello there, My Fair Lady. Again, some kind of machines here that, all right, we're going through them. NBA action. What we got here? Outlaws of Lost Destiny. Okay, this is a fighter. I don't think I've played this. Maybe I need to look for this on the Saturn if it is out. Again, let me know in comments below, guys, if any of these are exclusives to STV and aren't available for the Sega Saturn. Pebble Beach, Golf Links, The Great Shot. Oh, Pokemon Photo. Okay, that's not sure what that's doing there. That's like a Nintendo game. Interesting. Okay, so maybe they used that technology in some kind of specialist kind of arcadey, interactive-y kind of cabs. What have we got next? So bear with me. Let's scroll down. Princess Karuka Desuken. Okay, have I played this? I can't remember. I kind of seem to remember something on an isometric view. And again, another one of those booth games. Pro Mahjong Kiwami, not interested, but hey, if Mahjong's your thing, chicken wing, you might like it. Puyo Sun, a puzzle game. What we got here? Quiz Omani Pipon Cho. Okay, a bit of love going on there. Wicked. Radiant Silvergun. Okay, Radiant Silvergun, everyone knows that game. It's a shmup by Treasure, and here you go. We've got the arcade version here. Sendo R Puzzle and Action. What we got here? Sea Bass Fishing. Okay, I remember Sega Bass Fishing on the Sega Dreamcast. You remember that attachment where you could buy the fishing rod? There was the official one and there was a Mad Catz one. I don't know if the Mad Catz one was better, but here you go. Maybe this is where it began. Sea Bass Fishing. I was going to say Sega Bass Fishing. It's just missing the G there, isn't it? Okay, what we got here? Shanghai, again, another Mahjong game. All right, we're nearly done now. We're on page 6, and let's put this advert down. And let's go down and have a look. Okay, so we've got a Shinryu here. That looks fantastic. And I think I have tried this, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is out for the Sega Saturn. I have tried this, and from what I recall, it's a good game. Then we've got this one here. So, Soki Yu-Gi-Oh! Rente Terror Diver. This is out for the Saturn as well. I'm like 99.9% sure I've played that. Sport Fishing, don't really know much about that. Sport Fishing 2 must have been popular if there was a sequel. Steep Slope Sliders, that's out for the Sega Saturn, because when I did live streams, I remember someone requesting that. Super Major League and Final Arch. Yeah, baseball games are your thing. Cool. I don't mind baseball games, but I like batting. I really don't like the fielding. What we got here? Taizen Tanto R Sasusu. Okay, that kind of looks interesting. Don't know anything about that game. Tecmo World Cup 98. Oh, Virtua Fighter Kids. Yes, we've played that on the Saturn, and that's an interesting game where they got their big heads, but I think it has some of the complexities of Virtua Fighter. By the way, I think I'm going to pick up Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, is it? I'm kind of looking forward to that. I didn't mean to pre-order it on Steam. So if you guys are going to play that, hook me up. We can play some online multiplayer on that. Okay, so Virtua Fighter Remix, Virtual Mahjong, Waku Shin Kansen. Okay, so that's again, that's one of those, you know, those kiddies ride arcadey things. Not quite sure. When I was thinking Waku, I was thinking, are these the prequels or the parts before Waku 7? We know Waku 7 is out for the Saturn, but it is a Neo Geo game. And we got Wampu Safari, Winter Heat. That looks interesting. Not sure if I've tried that. Likely that's out for the Saturn too. And then we've got Yo Denshe Mahjong. Okay, Denshe, does that mean train? Denshe ago? Not quite sure. And Zenkoku Seifuku Bishudu Grand Prix. Okay, interesting title screen. I wonder what that is. So guys, that's really it. Let's go back over to Chris's video, which I think, do I need to press back to do it? Here we go. Let's just run with that. And here you go, guys. Super interesting. The SEGA STV core hopefully coming to MiSTer. Electron Ash is a very talented individual. He's someone that helps a lot of people, always there to help, and he's got this to where it's gotten now. So absolutely amazing. Looking forward to where this becomes. Let's not forget SRG 320 as well for all his amazing work on the actual Sega Saturn core. Likely what kind of gave birth to this core, and Electron Ash continued kind of with it. So it's always a joint community effort, and it is amazing. MiSTer is an amazing time, and honestly 2025, wow, what surprises are we getting? I even know some surprises that are going to come up, and when they come up I'm going to act surprised. But that's really it, guys. Be absolutely awesome to one another. Definitely check out Chris's Retro Gaming's channel, also known as Terminator 2K2. Once again, a big thanks out to the community, SRG 320, Electron Ash, Funky Coach Ice, Big Al, and Terminator 2K2. Guys, you are awesome. You, the viewer at home, absolutely awesome. Be awesome to one another. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.